London, England continues to be one of the most popular cities to visit on the planet, with over 19 million visitors a year. It's been on my bucket list to visit for as long as I can remember, and I finally got to take a 4-day trip. I'll be sharing all the exciting free activities we enjoyed on our trip along with the tours we took, highlighting which ones I'd recommend and which ones to skip. I'll include links of our tours we took and wanted to take in the description below. If you're new to my channel, I'm Laura. I love to inspire others to travel by sharing some of my experiences. To get to London, I took a 9-hour flight from Texas. I caffeinated, then rode the tube for 50 minutes until I reached my hotel in central London. Other than riding the tube, Uber and black cabs are great ways for getting around the city. But my favorite moments were actually taking our time while walking and stumbling across unexpected places like this one. If you'd like to see London's Chinatown, it's located near London's West End near Leicester Square. London has several iconic places around the city that you'll want to see at least once that are free to visit and take pictures at. Going to see Buckingham Palace was high on my list. We originally wanted to see the changing of the guard outside the palace but missed it. This free and historical ceremony occurs every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 11 a.m., but it's best to get there a half hour early. Westminster Abbey is another important and historical site to not miss while in London. While you can attend a service and see inside for free, consider taking a tour to learn details about its significance that makes it so special. Next to the Abbey is the House of Parliament, and you can actually take a tour to see them both at the same time. And you can't come to London without seeing Big Ben. This famous clock tower is known all over the world and is a true symbol of Britain since the mid-1800s. Another easy, fun, and free place to walk through is Picadilly Circus. I had no idea what Picadilly Circus was before our trip, and the best way for me to describe it as an American is it's kind of like our Times Square in New York City. There's performers, places to shop and get food. We even saw a commercial being filmed in the middle of a chaotic crowd. Now I know taking a ride on the London Eye seems really appealing to some, but if you're looking for a bird's eye view of London, visit the Sky Garden. It's London's highest public garden where you get a 360 view of the city on the 34th up to the 37th floor. You do need to reserve a free ticket to claim a spot, and there's also a bar inside to enjoy. One thing my friend Allison wanted to do in London was to go to Bourough Market, and as it turns out, it actually dates all the way back to the 12th century. It's London's oldest and largest food market. It's totally free to walk around and even get some samples, but trust me, go ahead and plan to spend one of your meals here. All the food we tried was so good.
Powerful guys, come and have a try. We got a beautiful wild.
Now when it comes to my favorite tours of the trip, I'm going to start with my favorite and then to my least favorite that I think you could actually skip. My favorite tour in London that I actually did on my own was the Tower of London. I had no idea what to expect when I arrived, and I was thrilled to hear that I could either walk freely around at my pace or go with a guide in a small group.
So for the next 3.5 hours, I'm going to be for the next 45 minutes or so, I'm going to be your guide together. We're going to tour the tower. I'm going to point out some historical.
Your guide is actually known as a yeoman warder, also known as a beefeater, and they've been guarding the Tower of London since the 1500s. A tour with a beefeater has no additional cost.
The White Tower stands just over 90 feet tall. The walls are 15 foot thick at the base, tapering to 11 foot. VIP entrance into the Tower of London. Beyond those gates there's a drawbridge leading to the Queen's Stairs, which goes directly down onto the River Thames. Rather than travel through the renowned practices of London, royalty and nobility, they would rather travel down the River Thames in their impressive barges, tie up alongside the Queen's Steps, and with little difficulty have direct access into the
I learned so much history and facts about the Tower of London, and also got to see the King's or Queen's Guard that stand on duty outside of where the crown jewels are on display. When you go to see the crown jewels, you can expect to see over 100 extravagant, historical, and well-preserved crowns, rare stones, swords, and more. Unfortunately, you're not able to take your own photos or videos inside, so you'll just have to go see them for yourself, or just Google them and see what they look like. Taking a quick boat tour on the River Thames was the best way to kick off our trip. We use Uber Boat because it leaves every 20 minutes, but there are other boat tours available as well. Our guide was fantastic and pointed out several well-known sites that you can easily see from the river. It's a quick tour with tons of information about the city, and the nice weather made it extra fantastic.
Site opened on a Saturday morning in the millennium year by the Queen, closed the same afternoon by the police. Through the bridge and to the right, the round building with a thatched roof, the replica. That's the only building in London that has been allowed to be made from timber and thatch. Section platform. It will cost you about £50 each to go up there. It's quite a left. London Bridge. And this, ladies and gents, is the 5th London Bridge to stand on this site. Ship in London. The British warship HMS Belfast. The oldest part of the tower was in the middle. The 4-turreted centre.
If seeing Stonehenge is on your bucket list, you can book a tour and a bus will take you from London to where it's located in Wiltshire. There'll be a gift shop, cafe, and information about what archaeologists have discovered about the people who may have built Stonehenge. Finally go to the site, you'll have to stay behind the rope. There is a path you can follow to see it from all sides. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument that dates back to 3100 BC, and the famous stones were transported from 150 miles away to this site around the 5th century. Now I'm really excited that I got to see Stonehenge, however it was crowded and it did take up half of our day. So if you're limited on time that you get to spend in London, I would only recommend seeing Stonehenge if it's something you're really excited to see. And interesting enough, you can actually see it from the road without having to pay an entrance fee. We really wanted an English experience while in London, so we made reservations to have afternoon tea at the Shard. The weather was clear and the Shard had outstanding views. Along with tea, we were served little sandwiches, scones, and sweets. However, I'm a massive coffee drinker, and you can get coffee if tea isn't your thing. The tour that I had high hopes for but was slightly disappointed in was actually our bus tour. I had taken a similar tour in another city that was great, and this one just didn't compare. While listening through our headphones, the automatic tour would quickly describe a site while passing by, but it moved too fast and at times I was confused where I was supposed to look. The views were great though, and there are several different companies to book through that might have a different approach. So that's everything we did in 4 days in London. What did I miss out on? I would have liked to have gone to Covent Garden, walked across Tower Bridge, toured Windsor Castle, and much more. What are your favorite things to do in London? Please let me know in the comments. Look out for my next video that will share how we took a train from King's Cross Station, saw platform 9 3/4, and spent 48 hours in magical Scotland.